Now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Get ready for more of the best fishing information and the hottest tips on improving your angling skills. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And by Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. And now, Southern California's sports fishing voice, the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock God Rick Maxa.
Welcome back, hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here, live in Ensenada, Mexico, at the beautiful Hotel Corral and Marina. And we have a great show here for you this afternoon or this morning here from Ensenada. The second hour, we're going to be featuring Juan Carlos Perdom from Conapesca office in San Diego, and Victor Ibanez from who's the director of fisheries here in Sepesca, BC. These are the guys that run the fisheries for Mexico and allow us to fishing in their waters and catching fish. We're going to hear from them, along with Ken and Kenya and Haiti and all kinds of stuff here live from the Hotel Corral and Maria in Ensenada. Right, Rick?
You got it, man. We're having a great time. And in this second hour, we would love to have you join us. If you want to be a part of the show, there's so much great information we're going over about Mexico today. Give us a call. We want to hear from you. 2 ways you can do that. First is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090, or reach us on the toll-free number. That one's 877-792-1090. Again, 877-792-1090. Your chance to talk to the gang about fishing in Mexico and your chance at winning that great prize. We heard from him earlier in the show. Somebody's going to get a chance at their bluefin of a lifetime on a 3-quarter-day trip, because we're giving away a spot on the San Diego from C4 Sport Fishing at the end of the show to one of our lucky callers. So somebody's going to jump in there and get a shot at winning the big one. And with that, it's time to find out what's biting out there right now. It's time for the Catch Port, which is sponsored in part by the Sato Crimp and Winder Company, where they only make products at work. If you want to end connection failures, you need the Sato Crimp Kit. It's a must-have piece of gear for your next trip to catch everything from school-sized tuna to record-sized tuna. With all brass crimps and other features, it's better than ever. It's the favorite connection method from the Royal Star, the Royal Polaris, the American Angler, and most of the other top boats. And if you haven't already, you should make it your preferred connection for Spectra to Mono or to fluorocarbon. Get it at selected tackle stores like Fisherman's Landing Tackle or at SatoCrimpandWinder.com. And let's start it off with our private boater buddy, our FishDope.com reporter, the man, Captain Mark Wish of Pacific Edge is on the line. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Pete, and special guests. Well, another fantastic week, guys. Private boaters angled up a lot of nice catches here, all the way from above the northern islands to below the southern border there. The guys up north, unfortunately, they've been kind of in the wind there, but Santa Cruz and Santa Rosa's loaded with yellows and sea bass, and Anacapa too, but lots of boats there. Catalina slowed a little bit, but reloaded with good volume of squid, backside east, and quite a bit of that bigger yellows followed that stuff onto the bait grounds. Good fishing there. Good amount of sea bass scattered around, mostly on the front sides where a lot of that's been being caught. Good way to catch one of those big ones, a slow troll mackerel right outside the kelp lines there on heavy gear. And SBI is also looking good, mixed grade yellows and sea bass both. We ran up the other day. I got set up exactly where I wanted to be, marked the first fish at 4 a.m., and we were all done by 4:45. Absolutely wide open,
Sweet.
Big ones. Nice ones. My friend Mike had never been in a really good sea bass bite before. I'm afraid the poor guy is ruined for life now. And at Cometi, lots of Navy grease this week. Still good fishing for the yellows, some up west there, some frontside middle in the cove there on the bait grounds. But, guys, you have to respect those Navy closures. There's been some major indiscretions this week. Don't want to get into details, but they'll close that island one of these days, and it's going to be over for us. Offshore, that bluefin, definitely the headliner. A few yellowfin around, a few yellows on kelps, but definitely that bluefin stealing the headlines there. And it's bluefin being bluefin. Yesterday I had friends running around out there, never saw fish. Day before, a different group of guys, 4 guys, 2 fish limits, all 75 to 85, all on the poppers, all on the long rods, and all with sorebacks right now. And I saw a video of what was going on with a whole boat bent with a huge foamer in the background. Pretty exciting stuff to have world-class long-range angling right here in our backyards. And then for the exotic of a week, I think a guy caught an amberjack at North Island, so you never know what you're going to catch nowadays.
Craziness going on, and boy, there's so much up and down the beach going on in different directions, and the best way to keep tabs on it, Mark, is with Fish Dope. We talk about it every week, and I know that you gather information like you did from your buddies there and put it all up to Danny, and if somebody wants to save $20 on a new subscription to Fish Dope this week, you can use the code HOOKUPNOW. Just punch in HOOKUPNOW, all lowercase with no space. You're going to save $20 on that great info. Mark, a great report. I know a ton's going on, and we really appreciate you keeping us tabs. Somebody wants to find you at Pacific Edge. How do we do that?
Ricky, we're in Huntington Beach on the corner of Bolsa Chica and Edinger. Phone number is 714-840-4262. Website's PacificEdgeTackle.com. And we probably have the last 3 poppers hanging on the wall that are left in Southern California.
Right on, Mark. Great report. We look forward to seeing you down in our zone here in a couple weeks.
A couple days, buddy. Coming down.
Yeah, sounds better. Appreciate it, Mark. Hey, let's head on over to San Diego and Seaforth Sport Fishing. Talk to our buddy Marcos. Marcos, what's going on at Seaforth?
Unfortunately, no amberjack this week, but we did have some bluefin on the 3/4 day. San Diego keeps running those trips offshore, and it's a little bit hit or miss, which you're going to expect with fish that big. I know on Wednesday they had 16. That was probably the best count we had that week, and out of those 16, 14 of them were in that 70, 75-pound range. Had a 115-pounder. The next day on Thursday, 9 bluefin, most of them in that 75-pound range, one at 101, one at 132.
Jeez.
Missed yesterday. Saw fish, couldn't get them to bite, which, again, that's what you're going to get on these trips.
Yeah.
Like you said, you have the chance to catch a 100, 150-pound bluefin, and you also have a chance to watch someone else catch a 100, 150-pound bluefin. But overall, good fishing on there. The half day still catching bottom fish. Very good bottom fishing on there for the rockfish and reds. Hopefully we'll start seeing some surface action on there, maybe getting some bass, yellowtail, and the like. So good fishing all around. Check the website, seaforthlanding.com. Have our half-day schedule up there. We're running twilights 5 days a week here. We got the 3/4 day. Starting to see some 1 days and day and a half swap into the schedule there, too. So definitely check that out. You can make reservations online. You can always give us a call at the office, 619-224-3383. Come visit us in person. We'll help you out, get you some tackle, and get you out there fishing.
Right on, Marcos. Great report. We appreciate you keeping us up to date. Wish you continued success for next week. Appreciate the phone call.
We'll talk to you then, guys.
All right, thanks a lot for that. That's going to wrap up our Catch Report today. Again, announcing Yamaha Outboard's Wake Up the Season sales event for a limited time from now through June 15th. When you purchase your select eligible brand new Yamaha 4-stroke outboard, it'll come with up to $500 in dealer credit towards the purchase of your additional goods and services. The reliability starts here, and that's Yamaha. Visit your nearest Yamaha Outboards dealer today for more details. Pete, some good fishing going on.
Yeah, some really good fishing going on, and right down here in Mexico, right, very, very close to where we're sitting right now, as close as you can get. You can catch a trophy fish, a yellowtail, and big bluefin tuna, and more to come, too. Speaking of bluefin tuna, I just received a couple of amazing photos from the Sport Fishing Association of California that I will post this afternoon when I'm home on our website, hookup1090.com. And we'll be following it up with a phone call from the guy that took those photos, Tom Green, who's the pilot for SAC. Ken, tell us about these photos.
Yeah, you're going to see some amazing pictures like none you've ever seen before. The volume of fish from Ensenada all the way up to San Diego and beyond is absolutely amazing. Like never before in recorded history have we seen volumes like this. So the photographs look in every single pixel, and you'll see monster fish. It's pretty amazing to take a look at those. Those will be on your website and ours tomorrow. And I just got a catch report from my friend Guillermo. He's the president of the Ensenada Sport Fishing Association, who is good friends of ours. And they have 45 boats down here, all ready to go to take you out.
45
boats. And I walked down the docks the other day, and folks, they got some nice gear. They are very capable of handling what's going on.
Everything from like a deluxe yacht to a ponga, right?
They've got it all. Yeah, they've got a broad spectrum of it. They can hand middle to large groups, and they have small pongas. You know, you can pretty much everything you want is right there. The nice thing is it's close, so you know they can fish yellowtail. He told me that right now they're catching bluefin as well. And the crews, I mean, these guys are very good fishermen. They know what they're doing. But I think the beauty is it's just so close.
Yeah, and you have live bait too, right, Guillermo? Yeah, yep. Indeed, yeah. So it's available here, right here in Ensenada, just a very short drive from Southern California. Spend the night, You can get some recommendations on where to dine from Kendra Z, and then the next morning go out and have a fantastic day of fishing.
You know, I'd like to introduce another friend of ours, Victor Ibanez. Victor is from Sepesca. And Victor, you know, you're from the state government, and what kind of tournaments and events are you sponsoring this year?
Okay, we have Pesca La Baja. That's a tournament. We have 5 different places. The past month was the first one in San Felipe. This actually today the people are fishing because it's a Gonzaga Bay tournament this day. They are fishing right now until noon, and then they are going to weigh the fishes. And I'm supposed to be there, but yeah, I stay here in Ensenada. And the next one is in Bay of LA, the 15th and 16th of July. Then in San Quintin, the 19th and 20th of August. And the grand final is in Ensenada, the 23 and 24 of September. And if you participate in each one, you obtain points, you can obtain prizes. And we have people from Southern California and all over the state fishing in these tournaments. And these are completely organized by the government of the state, and they are very, very well organized. You obtain good prizes, and they are great. They are great to come down here to fish.
Excellent, Victor. And I have to say, Victor and his office at Sepesca have been, you know, just amazing as far as answering questions and providing us a point of contact to get very clear answers to anything that's going on. And a lot of these tournaments, you know, like you said, Victor, Americans are allowed to come and participate in them. And I want to mention that all of the tournaments will be advertised on the Sport Fishing Association of California website. That's kind of that partnership thing that we're doing these days. So, Victor, thank you very much for all that you do for everybody.
And we're happy to promote them too on the show and from the website too.
Okay, we have also the webpage pescalabaja.com. And in Facebook, Pesca La Baja Sport Fishing Tournament. You can find all the info about the places to stay, about the boats to rent, and all the info we provide detailedly in those webpage.
Thank you, Victor. I got another good friend of mine that we want to introduce, Juan Carlos Perdomo. We call him JC because he's our bud. But Juan, welcome. And Juan is from Conapesca, and he's from the San Diego office. He's the director up there. Juan, can you fill everybody in on what your office does for everybody?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much, first of all, and on behalf of Mario Aguilar, that is the National Commissioner for Aquaculture and Fisheries for Mexico, I'd like to thank you for letting me share with these microphones with you. Okay, the office in San Diego is about to get 100 years.
Wow, 100-year anniversary.
Thank you very much. And we are in charge of, just in the office, to sell all the permits for the people who like to go to Mexico, come to Mexico, and do the sport fishing. Okay, let me tell you that the National Commission of Fisheries is the branch of the federal government in charge of all the politics around the country. So we are the one who's the office, the National Conapesca is the one that is it's the one who promotes sustainable exploitation of marine resources and contribute with the conservation of them. Conapesca is elaborate and publish the Mexican official standards for the regulation of all fisheries, including the regulation for the exploitation of these fisheries, areas, and fish gears restrictions, rules for owners of fishing permits, of authorizations, and for anybody who wants to catch some aquatic species besides other obligatory rules.
Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah. So we have two major entities of Mexico Fisheries here, Baja California Fisheries. What is the difference between Conapesca and Sepesca?
Okay, that Conapesca is the one who rules the politics around the country.
Okay.
And Sepesca...
Conapesca is a federal agency.
Yes.
Okay.
And Sepesca...
Which is what you do.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes. You're the feds.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then Sepesca?
And Sepesca is the one who take all the politics about just the state of Baja.
Okay.
So Conapesca is who manages all the regulations, though, for the whole country.
That is correct.
Gotcha.
And then Se Pesca is for the state of Baja California.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we are part of the same team. We
the same
belong to
team.
the same family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same family tree with the same big boss.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Now, I know it was exciting news when Conapesca announced that they were going to permit 2 fish per person for the bag limit for bluefin tuna. We have to thank Conapesca for recognizing the importance of sport fishing, and I know in your office you guys were doing everything you could to really facilitate getting that to happen. So thank you for that. And you have a new office now, right?
Yes.
Where is that?
We are located in 2389 of Fifth Avenue in San Diego, California, really close to Balboa Park. Okay, and we'd like to tell you that it is important for all your audience to come and visit our webpage, that is sportfishinginmexico.com, where you can have all the information about how to go to Mexico, rules and regulations, bag limits. That is something really important. And we're becoming more electronic, guys. So you're going to be in the near future able to get the fishing license through our webpage.
Okay. And then you also can come to the office and purchase them at the Conapesca office too, right?
Yes. Right now, there is two ways to get your fishing license. Just let me tell you, it's important because with the fishing license, you are able to go everywhere, in every state of Mexico, okay? So usually the people go and go to our webpage, fill up the application, send it to us by email, and in less than a week, you're going to have your fishing permits. Come to our office, and in less than 5 minutes, Tita, Tony, and Carlos will going to be very happy to take care of you, and in less than 5 minutes you're going to have the physical the paper,
the permit. I know, Rick, you spent a lot of time at the Conapesca office, right?
We love
as far as picking up permits for Fisherman's Landing.
Getting.
Well, one thing that as we go along, what we recommend from the SAC office, we want to be respectful of the local fishermen as well. So the local fishermen, when you go to Ensenada, Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, we encourage people, if that's where you're going to charter your boat or what have you, they can go ahead and coordinate that because that money then stays with the local community. But if you're coming from the United States and you're going to go and bring your yacht down, or you're going to be going on one of the American charter boats, there's some additional requirements for excursion permits and some different things there. So that's when we go to the Conapesca office. And they have done a great job as far as answering questions and being a resource to promote Baja California. They kind of wear 2 hats up there.
Indeed. So, Rick, let's go ahead and jump back into the phones. I know we had difficulty with the mic there, but you were saying you purchase all the Mexican fishing licenses that you sell at Fisherman's Landing Tackle right there at the Conapesca office.
Yeah,
right?
and you nailed it. I mean, they are just so friendly, very, very easy to deal with, and anybody can go to the Conapesca office, or if you're on your way out, tackle store, getting everything else. Obviously, we sell the licenses as well, and as do most of the other good tackle stores in San Diego. But I just want to say that again. Yeah, Tony is the man that we deal with up there, and he just takes such good care of us. They're awesome, very easy to work with, and I know that they do the same with anybody in the general public. It's a great spot. We're very lucky to have those guys in our backyard here. Well, the phones are...
And, speaking of tackle stores that carry Mexican fishing license, the Longfin in Orange does, and they carry them, and they're having their big sale today. It's the Shimano Tour event stops at the Longfin in Orange. Today, it's going on right now as we speak. If you're not at the Longfin and you're in the area, you have some unbelievable deals on Shimano products that never go on sale. The whole tackle store is on sale, and this tackle store is enormous.
That's saying something.
So you go see Tom, Eric, and the crew at the Longfin. I know Robbie Gant from Shimano is there right now, along with the crew from Shimano. So this is going on until 7 o'clock tonight at the Longfin in Orange there. Just go there today on Chapman Avenue in Orange and load up on Shimano at Tackle and more.
All right, well, let's jump into the phones, Pete. Everybody's excited to talk to you guys. How about we start it with Joe calling us from San Diego. Hi, Joe. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. Joe.
And a quick comment. A quick question is, what is the physical address of the tourism office in San Diego for Baja? it was related at the beginning of the show, the Cali Baja region and San Diego Regional Chamber. So I'd like to ask Kendra Z where that office is.
Haiti?
Oh, thank you. So we're actually located at SANDAC, which is the San Diego Association of Governments, and that's where the state of Baja California has their office. It's not only for tourism, it's for the entire state, although primarily, again, we focus on promoting the state as much as we can. And it's 401 B Street, right downtown San Diego. That's
and people can come visit the office and get information on
absolutely
traveling
anything
into Baja.
Right. And again, a great reference is the website, just because you have a lot, anything you really need is there. We have the number from the office in Tijuana and in San Diego. But again, please feel free to visit us, of course, and with any questions.
DiscoverBajaCalifornia.com.
DiscoverBajaCalifornia.com.
That's an easy one.
Everything in English, very easy, and it's nice to see and discover everything we have to offer here.
Indeed. You had another question?
Yes. What is the San Diego office phone number? And I have a quick comment.
Sure. It's 619-595-5606.
5606. Pete, listen, I've been listening and been involved since the very beginning of the show. I want to express to you a heartfelt thanks by the sisters and brothers who love Baja California. You have done a wonderful job for the community, not just for fishing, but for tourism in general, and we greatly appreciate everything you do.
Well, thank you very much, and I got to say, Ken and Kenya are really the people that make me look good. So, but thank you for that, and we're very, very proud because I love Mexico, and I love supporting the people of Mexico, and everything that goes on here is near and dear to my heart. So, for me, this is work of joy for sure.
And thank you for saying that, but on behalf of the government of Baja California.
There's going to be very good news announced this week in San Diego. If you go to BajaRacingNews.com, and it has to do with civil protection having to do with the races in Mexico, and it's a big announcement this week in San Diego.
All right, fantastic. That's exciting. Thanks a lot for your phone call this morning, Rick.
All right.
Let's jump back on the phones.
You got it, man. How about this time we talk to Russ, and Russ is calling us from Lemon Grove this morning. Good morning, Russ. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Great, Russ. Good morning.
Hey, I'm sure this has been brought up before. I just have a quick question. We all fish locally here, and we run down into Mexico. We love it. But every once in a while, guys cancel out. Something happens, emergency. They can't go on that trip. If we're doing our FMM visas and stuff, it makes it kind of tough. I was just wondering if there's anything in the works for the future to go back to like the vessel registration and then maybe some type of yearly visa for us guys that live here all the time.
Yeah, that's a great question. I would call it a work in progress. We've been in Mexico City. We've met with the Commissioner of Immigration. There's a lot involved because when you're dealing with the laws of a nation, it isn't just myopically our area. There's a lot of other borders that they have that they're concerned with. We have asked for multiple reentry FMMs. I would just consider it a work in progress. They are striving to make it as easy as they can for you to come as often as you can. So as recent as this last trip to Mexico City, they announced a multiple reentry FMM on land, as well as if you're here less than 7 days and you're a tourist, it's free. So the multiple reentry one is about, $25. But the bottom line is those were based on recommendations that we had provided in the past. So I think you're going to continue to see improved efforts and the access to be improving as well.
Great progress here in Baja California. That's fantastic news. Thanks for your call.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more great information. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup live from the Hotel Corral in beautiful Ensenada. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
At Dawson & Associates Insurance Services, we recommend travel insurance for your next trip. Plans include trip cost cancellation, emergency medical evacuation, and medical expenses. For the frequent traveler going at least 100 miles from home, we have an annual plan, including foreign and domestic travel that insures every trip you make for an entire year for only $267. We guarantee the lowest prices on all our travel insurance products. Call Bob or Christy at 460-5615, or to view prices or apply online, visit safariglobaltravel.com. That's safariglobaltravel.com.
The Longfin in Orange, Southern California's premier fishing superstore, celebrates its 30th anniversary with a big event. It's Shimano Day, Saturday, June 11th. The Longfin will have Shimano, Power Pro, and G Loomis all on sale for this one day only at incredible prices. Shimano Pro staffers will be under the tents in the Longfin parking lot to show you the latest rods and reels from Shimano, the latest rods from G Loomis, and all the new line from Power Pro. Inside the Longfin, there's a Shimano store within the store, with special offers available from Shimano, G Loomis, and Power Pro for this one day only. Every rod and reel in the huge Longfin stock will be on sale Saturday, June 11th only. Plus, you can win great stuff in a raffle at the end of the day. Winner need not be present. Celebrate the Longfin's 30th anniversary with the event anglers wait all year for. Shimano Day is Saturday, June 11th, starting at 7 and open till 7 at the Longfin, 2730 East Chapman, just off the 55 freeway in Orange. For directions or more information, check out the website at thelongfin.com.
You know, I am so excited about this week, Thursday through Sunday. The San Diego International Boat Show is coming to town right in our hometown of San Diego, and it's got over 200 vessels and underwater and dryland displays. It's a great, great event. And like we talked about earlier in the show, Fito, our friend from Hotel Corral, and Mexico Customs Specialists are going to be there. I know the Maha Naval people can fix your boat down here in Ensenada. They're going to be there to talk about that. Geronimo from the El Cid Hotel in Mazatlan will be there. It's a great event, Rick. I can't wait for it. It's Thursday through Sunday, right?
Very fun. They've got free demos and paddle boards, a tiki bar, beer gardens, food trucks, a kids zone with face painting and crafts, and a wide variety of products and services make owning your boat more fun. Yeah, it's June 16th through the 19th at Spanish Landing Park East on Harbor Island. It's right across from the airport in San Diego. Thursday and Friday, noon to 7, Saturday from 10 to 7, and then Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Admission is just $15. Kids 12 and under free, and active U.S. military personnel are all free.
You bet. Check SanDiegoInternationalBoatShow.com for more information. We'll see you there, the San Diego International Boat Show, this Thursday through Sunday.
No matter the fishing conditions, count on the Seaguar family of fluorocarbon leader material to help you catch more fish. Fluoro Premier has a smaller diameter with the highest break strength. Plus, it is super soft. When bites are tough, tie on Fluoro Premier. Blue Label is tough as nails with incredible abrasion resistance and impact strength. And new Pink Label is the choice for tough light conditions, giving you a little more visibility for better line control. Pick up a spool of Seaguar at your favorite tackle dealer or visit seaguar.com.
Sport fishing, not just for dad anymore. At Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, kids fish free every Sunday. Free half-day fishing trip and clinic free for kids 12 and under every Sunday at Dana Wharf. Join the Dana Wharf Kids Club and get over $100 of really cool stuff like 2 free fishing trips, a free whale watch trip, and more. Dana Wharf, everyone's favorite since 1971. Click DanaWharf.com or visit them in the Dana Point Harbor, the bass capital of the West, and only minutes from the 5 freeway in Orange County. DanaWharf.com, where kids fish free.
This is Captain Art Taylor of the 95-Foot Searcher. Team Searcher would like to thank all of our great customers for their support in our fantastic 2015 season. The Searcher has a fantastic crew, great food, air-conditioned cabins and galley, satellite TV, and an RSW system to preserve your catch. Our 2016 schedule is out, so don't miss the boat. Book your trip online at searchersportfishing.com or call Celia and Jen at 619-226-2403. That's 619-226-2403.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
All right, Ken and Kenya from the SAC office. And Kenya, you had some very important information for our listeners, right?
Yeah, well, our friend Guillermo from this local sport fishing association is here. He gave me some information about his fleet. It's actually composed by 12 boats. They have the smallest one ranging from 26 feet up to a little bit over 60 feet. They do daily trips from 8 hours. Some overnight trips are also available. And you can also charter their boats for 2 or up to 3 days. He's telling me that bottom fishing, yellowtail, bluefin, white bass, that's hot right now.
Yeah.
Those are being catching in short distance from shore.
Yeah.
So even on those 8-hour day trips, you can go ahead and get your first bluefin.
Yeah. White sea bass.
White sea bass, indeed. They have an upcoming tournament. It's a family tournament. They do it every year. It's on the 13th and 14th of August. They have like a father and son category, like a pro category. There will be cash prizes, and some other goodies right there. So they're welcoming everyone to come down to Ensenada and charter one of those boats. It's from $350 per boat up to $1,200 if you're gonna go tuna fishing for the whole boat, or you can get your individual ticket for like $70.
Wow, what a bargain!
It's a bargain.
Yeah, and they take care of all the permits, and you just bring your Mexican fishing license, and you're good. Yeah, fantastic. That's good information, Garen. Well, thank you very much for being here at the show at the Corral.
I'll make sure to post their contact information on our website so you can check that out on Monday. Again, that's CaliforniaSportFishing.org.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, let's jump into those phones, Rick.
You got it, Pete. And I just got to say one more time, I know we've talked about it multiple times during the show, but CaliforniaSportFishing.org, you guys have done such a good job on the website. That's what all of us use at the Tackle Store at Fisherman's Landing. And, I mean, literally any time somebody calls, because, there's always questions that people that haven't done it before, and there's such good fishing to be had in Mexico. Anytime somebody wants to ask about the process, that's where I send everybody. You've just done such a good job to lay it out very easily. It's very easy to read. This is the steps that you need to take. It's all written in English. Now click this button. It'll take you right here. Pay your fees. You guys just did an awesome job, Kenya and Ken.
Well, that's Kenya's work. She's done an amazing job on that thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, the phones are packed. Everybody's excited to talk to you guys, so let's jump right back into it and talk to Lou, our good buddy Lou, calling us from Fullerton. What's up, Lou?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Another great show, Pete. Hey, my question is to the Conapesca person. The guias or los pangueros, however you want to call them, that own their own boats and they're licensed to do recreational fishing, are they required to have a Mexican fishing license as well as us Americans that go down there?
Yes, everyone who is aboard, and thank you very much for the question. Everyone aboard
as well as us Americans that go down there?
And who has fishing gear aboard has to have a fishing license. Everyone, rather if he's gonna fish or not, go do fishing, he got to have the fishing license. I invite you, Ryan, one more time to go to the Conapesca webpage. That is Sport Fishing in Mexico, because over there you're gonna find all the facts, frequent asked questions for all these matters. The most important one is the bag limits. Some people think that because they're going to a trip for 10 days, they're allowed to have every single day bag limit. No, the maximum bag limit is 3 days.
3 days. So you can have 6 bluefin tuna in a 10-day trip.
That is correct.
Yeah, which is a 3-day limit. Yeah, or 5 fish limits like yellowtail, you could have 15. With a maximum, I believe, of total fish count of 30, is that right?
That is correct, because the maximum per person is 10 fishes.
Yes.
Per person, 5 of each species, but not for the one that is the picudos, the marlins, the shark, or the dorado bluefin tuna. And in the webpage, we have the poster that is really easy to read. It's important for me to say that the work that we've been developing together with Ken is really important, because we have simplified all the trams, all the steps that you've got to know in order that in English, in our webpage, you can know about everything, all the rules and regulations that you need. So believe me, it's like we were talking just about the electronic logbook that is mandatory now for the state of California. We develop it together.
Yes.
So our office, as our national commissioner says, it's a pleasure to deal with someone as professional as Ken and us or her.
Indeed.
Pete,
he's done a phenomenal job.
Feeling's mutual, one, without a doubt. And the electronic logbook he's talking about is a big deal. So at the end of a trip on all the commercial passenger boats, electronically, the log, everything we catch goes to Mexico and the U.S. at the same time.
I'd like to clarify one thing, though, to make sure all of our listeners understand. If you have a 3-day bag limit and you catch 15 yellowtail and 6 bluefin tuna. That fulfills your 30-fish limit. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. So you can't keep, if you keep 6 bluefin tuna, you keep 15 yellowtail, you are done in Mexico. You can't go catch rockfish. You can't go catch albacore or yellowfin tuna or anything like that. The same applies to marlin, and the same applies to dorado.
Yes.
2 fish on dorado, 2 fish limit. 6 applies to the total count of your 15 fish bag limit for one individual species.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a very good handout there. Again, your website once again.
Sportfishinginmexico.com.
Sportfishinginmexico.com, and there's a very simple thing that you can print out and put on your boat to remind you of these regulations. So.
As a matter of fact, let me tell you that the fleet that is a part of SAC, all of them has this poster applied to their rules. So everyone knows it because they don't have to read it. Just by the features, they're going to understand what is allowed and the bag limits.
Okay.
And again, there is no fillet allowed in Mexican waters.
Yes. So, though 3A also applies to one day. If you catch 5 yellowtail and 2 bluefin, that's your 10-fish bag limit for the day.
Yes.
Okay, all right. People need to understand that because I think there is a little bit of confusion with our listeners out there fishing, and you need to abide by these regulations. And we're very fortunate that you will allow us to fish in Mexican waters, and we need to abide by the regulations that they put out.
The placard that Juan put together, as Juan stated, we went and laminated it and put it on every boat in the SAC fleet. These are the same regulations if you visit the state of Baja California and fish from here. The regs are nationwide. So the placard that Juan put together, though, is very graphic, very easy to understand. So you take a look. Any of the landings will have it as well.
Okay.
So the regs are pretty simple.
Yes, indeed. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning, Lou.
All right, Sean in Oceanside, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Good morning, Sean.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you? Doing great. Hey, just real quick question. We're going to take a boat from Oceanside this week down and try and get some of that big bluefin. I fished down there plenty on other boats. What do I need to have for everybody on the boat besides a Mexican fishing license to go down there and fish?
If you're fishing offshore outside of 12 miles, which is the likelihood, you're just going to need a fishing license and, of course, your ownership papers for the vessel. It's only when you get within 12 miles of Mexican soil that you'd need the FMMs and your passport.
What about the importation permit?
I was going to say that, too.
I'm sorry, Kenya.
For importation permit for the boat,
Yep.
and again, that's good for 10 years. It takes you like 10 minutes, and you'll be good.
So let's make sure that we're clear on that. So if you're fishing offshore in Mexican waters, you need a Mexican fishing license for everybody on the boat, that whether they're fishing or not. You need the temporary importation permit for the boat. This is on a private boat, of course,
yes.
and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
On the you do not need the FMM.
No.
Yeah. So if you plan on stopping at the Coronado Islands or fishing inshore, you will add to that list an FMM for each person on that boat.
And a passport.
And a passport. So you do not, or passport or passport card, but you do not need the passport if you're going to be more than 12 miles off Mexican shore.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Good. Does that cover it for you?
I think so. So that temporary importation permit, that's just one for the entire boat, correct? Not one per person?
Yes. No, it's
okay,
for the boat.
And it's good for 10 years.
And where do I get that?
So it works out to $8 a year.
Yeah, very good. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Let's try and sneak in one more, Rick.
You got it. How about this time we talk to Dennis? Good morning, Dennis. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Yes, good morning, gang. Just a quick question. If somebody wanted to go to over in across the border there, what actually does it cost for, and how long is the permit to fish over there?
I think cost of Mexican fishing permits, I think, is what he's after.
Yeah, cost of a Mexican fishing license.
Yes, 1 day fishing permit is $9.25. 1 week fishing is $25. 1 month, $34, and 1 year, $46.
$46, and these are the one when you purchase it at the Conapesca office.
Yes.
And now agents such as the Longfin Fisherman's Landing, as a courtesy to their customers, do supply these and do put on a small handling fee, shall we say. But so that's why, I paid $57 for my license. Well, that's the handling fee over and above for them, the time to take Rock God Rick out of the store, go pick it up at the Conopesca office and fill out the paperwork, and they charge a small fee for that.
That is correct.
You got it.
Very good. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Break, Rick.
Yeah, you got it, man. When we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming. We're finding out who's going three-quarter day fishing. You stay tuned. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Feeling that itch to get out on the water? Come fishing on the American Angler and reacquaint yourself with some familiar faces and make new friends. Captain owners Brian Kiyohara and Sam Patella take pride in every aspect of the American Angler operation, from their loyal and trusted crew to the sashimi-grade fresh fish you'll take home. It's easy to find a vacation that fits your schedule. We have everything from day and a half to 10-day trips and longer. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. We want you to become a part of the American Angler family.
This is Rick Jensen with Sport Fishing Financial. I think most of you get that I'm a fisherman and work with the fishing community, but to understand exactly what Sport Fishing Financial does, ask yourself these 4 questions. First, do you really know how much money you'll need in order to retire comfortably? Next, do you know how much you'll have to save on a regular basis to reach that number? Do you have a process that includes a proven investment strategy and confidence that the money you save will grow? Last, do you have a plan for how to turn your savings into retirement income? If you don't have good answers to these questions, you're not alone, but you should, and I can make sure you do. In addition, if you own a business and currently provide or are planning on providing a retirement savings plan for yourself or your employees, we should really talk. We offer an outstanding variety of creative solutions that are sure to meet your needs.
Some of our listeners may feel overwhelmed. Others may believe they are already doing the best they can. In either case, I bet Rick can help. Set a time to meet with him and start planning for your personal or business investment success. Find Rick on the web at sportfishingfinancial.com or give him a call at 949-481-1807.
This is Greg Stotesbury from AFCO. For more than 55 years, the American Fishing Tackle Company has been recognized as the premier manufacturer of precision-built offshore fishing tackle. AFCO continues this tradition today with an innovative technical fishing clothing line designed and built for ultimate performance on the water. From our next-generation fishing shorts like the Tactical Camo or Stealth Shorts to our AF Block sun protection shirts like the Fish Ninja and Samurai Sun Hoodie, the entire AFCO clothing lineup is purpose-built with the latest AFTech fabrics and designed with functional features to deliver top performance for the demanding angler. Visit www.afco.com to find a dealer near you.
The giant Fast Lane Kayaks in Mission Bay is hard to miss. Right in the middle of Dana Landing across from SeaWorld in Mission Bay. This massive 5,500 square foot location is loaded with Hobie Mirage Drive kayaks and more, including a great selection of Hobie clothing, stand-up paddleboards, paddles, and more. Check the latest from Hobie, the Eclipse, taking fitness out of the gym and onto the water. Test a new Eclipse kayak or stand-up paddleboard free right out their back door on Mission Bay. When it comes to Hobie, no one does it better than the crew at Fastlane at Dana Landing across from SeaWorld in Mission Bay. Check FastlaneSailing.com.
If the fish are biting, I'm on my boat, rain or shine. Of course, I wear my life jacket. It's like wearing a seatbelt. Clip it on, grab my tackle box, and hit the water.
Love California, Boat California, Save California. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
You're listening to the home of the Padres.
Oh, right.
San Diego's sports leader, the Mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. All right, a big congratulations. The winner of a 3/4 day trip aboard the San Diego out of Seasport Sport Fishing is going to Mark, who called us from Lakeside this morning. Mark, congratulations. You're going to love fishing with Captain Ryan Bostian and all the boys in the San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. And, boy, what a great show, Ken.
Awesome.
Kenya from SAC. And, Ken, it's been fun. And, Haiti, you had some good information for our listeners here.
Yes, well, I'll let Victor add that he has numbers right now for the Gonzaga.
Oh, yes, Gonzaga Bay, that sport fishing tournament taking part this day. The people are fishing. So we have 150 persons registered, about 40 boats, and they are catching right now yellowtail, sea bass, different groupers, and mahi-mahi. So at 4 o'clock, they are going to finish measure and weigh in the scale the fishing. So this night we're going to have the prices, but that's the highlight that I have via WhatsApp right now in Gonzaga Bay. 150 person and 40 boats fishing right now.
Wow, that's fantastic news. And if somebody wants to participate in tournaments in Baja California, there's a website, right?
Yes, of course. The website is pescalabaja.com, our webpage. In Facebook, it's Pesca La Baja Sport Fishing Tournament.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming on. I sure appreciate all your time. And Victor, thank you very much for being here and all the great information and all the help you give to Southern California and U.S. personnel for coming and fishing in Mexico.
Thank you. You're always welcome, and congratulations for this effort and this program. And we appreciate very much your time and your job doing here.
Indeed. And Juan, thank you for you're a San Diego local, and you're right there in San Diego, and we're very proud to have you right there in San Diego, and thank you for attending the show here down in Ensenada.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your kindness and your friendship.
Yes, absolutely. We're very, very excited to be able to work with you and work with the Mexican people and being able to share your great resource here in Mexico. And Haiti, fantastic job that you do, the cross-border liaison with all that's going on in Baja California.
Absolutely, and I want to thank you both, Pete, Frank, for being such great promoters of Baja California. It's great to see the binational collaboration that's taking place. So it's definitely exciting times to see all of this. Thanks again.
Indeed. Once again, the great Baja California website.
Yes, discoverbajacalifornia.com.
Everything
simple.
you want to know about the wine country, Ensenada, Tijuana, the culinary, everything we talked about this morning is on that website.
Listed by destination, specifically for wine country. Everything is on there.
Indeed. And Fito Espinosa from the Hotel Marina Corral here, and we're so excited to be here. You can see Fito this week at the San Diego Boat Show right there. And then we want to thank, of course, everybody else that participated here, Ken and Kenya, and my goodness, so many people, Hector, and everybody was here. I want to thank Rick from RCA Productions, our extraordinary engineer that once again did a fantastic job, and Gary Graham from his great organization for being here. Gary's going to have a number of photos on websites and throughout his social media, BD Outdoors, Western Outdoor News, and Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Magazine, and a lot of that you'll see on our Instagram right now. I just posted a picture of our scene right here at the Hotel Corral, Hookup 1090 on Instagram if you want to see what we're doing down here. And I want to thank, of course, Adam and Ryan in the studio and Rock Cod Rick in the studio. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 and 9 a.m. I'll be back in the Mighty 1090 studios with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. Charles Villafana from NOAA. We're going to be in the studio talking federal fisheries in the United States here. So tomorrow morning, 7 and 9 a.m. I want to thank all the people down here for their hospitality, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, 7 and 9 a.m. right back here on the Mighty 1090.